Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, AG the Dad. But I think everybody already knows that by now because if you've been tuning in, you know who I am. Full disclaimer, this isn't medical advice. This is just not my journey, but an MS Warrior's journey with MS, multiple sclerosis. Please talk with your doctor first before doing anything. We are not medical doctors. We are just giving you um, a journey. Um, and for me, I like to just jump right in. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to the MS Warrior. What's up, lady?
Hey, hey, AG, how are you doing?
I can't complain.
And if you did, you would listen, right?
Yeah, that's what they say most of the time. But, for me, every day is a great day because every day is shit talking Sundays. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscription button. If you haven't followed us, follow us.
And now's the time.
And if you haven't shared or liked us, you should do all those things and you can hear more comedy every time you
Right.
tune in with us because we try to make it a little bit more funnier and make good light of a bad situation, not trying to
Exactly.
make fun of anybody. This is In the Light of a Warrior with the MS Warrior. I'm AG the
Mhm.
Dad. And that over there next to me, that woman right there is the MS Warrior. And
That's me.
you can see her every Tuesday at 6 p.m. And with that being said, I'm just going to turn the show over to you because you already told me that it's going to be uh, Multiple Sclerosis Day. Full
It is.
disclosure.
That it is. That it is. And I heard you get that little shot in about the doo-doo already. So
Do
everyone,
do. Do
yeah.
do. Shit talking Sundays. Every day is shit talking Sundays. Every time you hear the word shit, think of shit talking Sundays. Every day is shit talking Sundays. All right. Shameless plug.
Hi.
There you go.
Hi guys. Good evening everybody. Nice to see everybody. Hopefully get some comments going here pretty soon. First things I must say, anything that I say here on the podcast with AG the Dad is not giving you medical advice. It's strictly solely what I go through as an MS warrior. I do not claim to be a doctor or nor will I give you any advice that your doctor, your medical team should be the only one giving you. Okay, so at any given time, if you are feeling sick and you need to contact your medical team, please do so. Call 911 if it's an emergency. If it can wait, definitely reach out to family or friend or your physician and make your appointments and so on, so on. You guys know how to take care of yourself, right? I definitely spread that all the time at the ending of my channels and my podcast. Take care of you because if you don't, who will, right? So, and that's what I've been doing, guys. As you guys know, for the last few weeks, I was on a flare in the hospital for my 3-day treatment, came home and felt like a bag of shit. So, I mean, I felt sicker
Every,
coming out of the hospital
every day
than
is shit talking Sundays.
yeah, I
Every
was
day
waiting
is
for
shit talking
that.
Sundays.
um, I felt worse once I got home, and I think things acerbated my symptoms, and that's a likelihood. Anytime we are giving anything that can change things around in our a natural routine of our system, it can heighten some symptoms, make them worse. That's what I felt like coming home. Um, unless the beginning, when I didn't feel too bad because I kept saying, "Oh, this is mild, thank God." Maybe that was just the onset, and it took a while. Took about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks before I felt the whole shebang. Who knows? But on the upscale, the upside of it, I am better. I'm getting stronger. I'm a lot stronger than I was, definitely. I can get up and walk outside. And so that definitely without stumbling and feeling that I just don't have any legs under me. I am totally that's about 80% better. Um, definitely. Um, and my last podcast with you guys, I was giving you guys a whole lot of symptoms that I was experiencing, and some were new, some were not. I had experienced prior to through the steroids, but I learned steroid acne. Um, I had always gotten the bumps after steroids. I didn't know what they were. I just thought my system was like being overloaded and it didn't like it. And that was my body's way of showing, and they went away right away, prior. But with doing some research and speaking with some medical folks, um, that's kind of medical acne that I was experiencing. And I know one of the warriors too last week said that he had experienced that too. Um, so um, those bumps, they're healing, they're going away. I've just been making sure my body hygiene, is up to par, so I don't get any infections or anything, causing those bumps causing anything. They're not AG for some reason, and I don't mean to interrupt, but my side of the screen is really shrunk where I can't see. I can only see half of. I think people are commenting. Mine's cut off. Is it something I need to do? But while he works on that, I'll keep chit chatting with you guys. Um, so, um, the bumps, I even had in my nose, my mouth. The ones in my mouth went away right away. Also the ones in my nose, they went away really quickly too. Um, and the ones around my hairline, um, neck and shoulder, those ones seem to stay around the longest. Hi, Steph. Thank you for joining me tonight. I've missed you the last, I think, 2 weeks. I haven't seen you. I can't see you guys over to the right, but I think you, when you first say something, you just popped up like you did. I think AG's working on that. But the bumps around my hairline, um, I don't have any new ones. They're going away. So, and I've looked at some things about how long, does the Solumedrol, and that's what I was treated with, stay in your system. And sorry, I'm trying to read and do this at the same time. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. My brain don't work like that anymore. But let me get, I am just like totally, there we go, blocked out for some reason on my end to the right. And now totally up for me. Thank God. It stays in your system is not very long, but those lingering effects, as you guys know, um, it's rough and tough. But I am on the mends, and my symptoms are going away. The burning of my face, which I experience when I'm on a bad flare or a relapse, and those steroids give me the burning sensation too, um, on my face. Never my arms, legs, or anything. It's always just my face, and that's a side effect of the Solumedrol. And sorry guys, I don't know maybe what I've done or touched something. I can't see no comments on the side. I can see people are there, but my screen is cut off. So I can't address anybody. So AG may have to navigate, and I'm half cut off too. AG, the screen, I'm only half, my head's cut off. Um,
Yeah, it's on your end. I don't know what the problem is because I,
okay.
I've
And
twisted
you're
and
cut off
turned.
right now too.
Yeah, I'm fine.
We will.
Hopefully the viewers are all out there can see you, but I think it's on your end. But on your broadcasting, fine as far as I can tell. So
When
continue doing what you're doing.
okay. Um so oh gosh, what have I touched over here? Okay, now something, yeah, okay. Sorry guys, this is not gonna be uh
You're
I've
still
touched
there. You're good.
something. And
Just talk and quit touching stuff.
yeah,
You're getting stuff excited and it's losing its mind. So quit
yeah,
playing with your hey, quit playing with yourself
exactly.
and just go ahead and just talk.
So, but yeah, so things are healing and going away pretty good. And um before this flare happened, and I had mentioned before, thus far, about my swelling issues, and I started doing lymphatic. I started looking into lymph nodes and stuff because I know, our lymph nodes get rid of fluids and stuff like that. And I only swell from here to here. And it's painful and it feels like, something's pushing through my collarbone. And I swell so bad you can't even see my collarbone at times. And I look like a sumo wrestler here and can't wear a bra because the pressure and stuff like that. Well, I started doing a little research, and I started doing the lymphatic exercise, and I changed my pillow. I know I had mentioned this before. Well, come to find out in researching, and up to about 2.5 to 3 months, my swelling was almost gone, you guys. And actually I swell. Hi, Josh. That's my warrior right now, guys. He is also glad that you made it, Captain Tommy. Hello, hello. My warrior too is in the middle of a relapse. So I send healing vibes to you, Josh. Definitely, and hopefully you're on the mends. I know you're on a treatment now for your flare. So keep strong. I'm rooting for you. And so doing some research, I found some exercises, and I was like, you know what the heck? It's not going to hurt me to try this. My doctors keep saying they don't know what it is, don't know what it is. For 3 years, they kept saying, we don't know, we don't know. And well, then finally, fibromyalgia came into play, but I don't have no other symptoms of fibromyalgia. So the research buff that I am, I said, you know what? I need to do some research and find out, and just, read up and see what possibly, if there's something that might relate to this, that's not MS related. Okay. And as you guys probably know, that a lot of the doctors, if you have MS, my experience and some of my friend warriors, the doctors pinpoint everything MS, MS, MS. Not everything has to be MS. Um, so they kept telling me, well, you have MS, but we don't know what that is. Okay, well, just because I have MS, that doesn't mean it is MS, because you don't know what it is. I can't settle for those answers. That's not me. So, but any hoot, got to researching, and I said, you know what? I ran across the exercises, and if you guys don't know, we have in between 500 to 600 lymph nodes in our body. Okay, this is not me making stuff up, but this is facts. So I was like, we have lymph nodes in our neck here, we have them here in our armpits, and this is all where I swell. So I was like, you know, let me get to put my reading glasses on, and let's do some research. And I started doing these exercises, and lo and behold, I didn't realize a month or two later, but then I kept telling Larry, look, this is going down. It's going down. What am I doing different? Well, come to not realizing, well, shit, you started doing those lymphatic massages that could possibly be the culprit. There's nothing else. I truly believe that that had something, to do with it because of, you know, um, I have a lot of issues in my neck and going down my spine, and that's where my um physical and my pain, my back where MS shows the most physically, besides, the walking and stuff like that, but you can actually see this, you know, um, visually. If I'm standing up and you looking at me, you can tell that I have problem walking on certain days or using my left side of my body or even the right side of my body. Just my left side's worse. There's more damage there than my right, so but if I were to show you, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, something's definitely going on there." But anyway, so that I'm going to, because now, like I just said, the swelling was almost gone completely. My armpits were flat again. It didn't feel like there was a tennis ball there, and that's what it does. And when I'm swollen like that, it hurts to raise my arm fully because it's almost like, that I'm stretching something there, and it's telling me, no, I don't want you to do that, in pain. I can't rub it makes it hurt, so I can't move anything there under my armpit. Putting deodorant on or washing, yeah, but I have to be really gentle because when I'm touching it, it's really tender, and then it kind of gets achy, for a little bit. When I lay down and sleep, I have to whichever armpit is, they're usually flamed up at the same time, but one will be bigger than the other, and I have to lay a certain way because it's almost like if I'm squishing that swollen part and it has nowhere to go, and it causes pain, so, and it's a pain, you guys, it really is. I don't know if any of my warriors out there have any problem like this. If you do, please share with me. And but going into the hospital, the swelling was really minimal. I've never had the swelling go down since I was diagnosed. It started at my first relapse in diagnosis, all at the same time. Then I started swelling, right? So, um, regardless of what it is, if the medicines are causing my lymphatic system not to work properly, or the disease is causing it, whatever it is, something definitely is, and going into the hospital on this flare, it was down, like I say. Well, guys, it's back with a vengeance, and I don't know. I'm torn because I'm not a doctor, and my doctors just, I show them this every time I go in, and they have no answers for me. And I've had multiple neurologists of years due to me leaving one and one leaving the practice and such, and finding a new one, but they all have the same answers. I don't know. I don't know. And one neurologist, oh, that's, you have fibromyalgia, because they look here and say, oh, you got fibromyalgia, but it took you 3 years to tell me, to give me a fibromyalgia answer. And okay, whatever. But now being treated with the Solumedrol and being on the flare, those are the only two, and the blood clot medication, the to prevent blood clots while you're in the hospital, you know, um, well, if you don't get them when you go in, I do. They give it to me. I don't ask for it. But I guess I'm a candidate, but they inject me in my stomach with it. But and I think that's procedure if somebody's in the hospital for X amount of days and not up walking. They don't want you to develop blood clots in your legs, so they give you medication. So, um, but these three things are were new, and lo and behold, I'm swollen again. So, is it the Could it be the MS causing it? Could it be the medications and whatever is it? So I'm I'm going to ask my neuro, and my appointment, I believe, is the 28th, to please, look into my lymphatic system and see if things aren't working correctly, because there is test. I've researched it, um and I'm hoping. I did mention this to him before, and he doesn't seem to think so, but I'm going to have to demand it. you know my life, my insurance, you're the doctor, um and hopefully he's going to do the test. If not, um I will definitely seek a second opinion, definitely, because this is 5 years, and I need some answers. And to feel better. This, it causes me a lot of pain, and it's not comfortable. So who I'm sure you guys would do that too, even if you didn't have MS, if you had illness, whatever it may be, and things are happening. If you don't get the comfortable answers that you're looking for with your physician, then you may, it's your right to move on and get a second opinion, or to switch doctors. I don't have a problem switching. I don't, because I need to take care of me. And if I feel that I'm trying to give myself the best health life that I can, but my my network behind me isn't, I'll definitely pack my bag and move on. Let's see. The Pigeons Emporium says, you good? I'm good. Let's see. The Pigeons Emporium again says 6 months last time. Hey, you okay? Pigeons Emporium, are you saying that you had a flare or a relapse 6 months? 6 months last time? I, I don't want to misquote you, but if you're asking if I'm good, I'm coming off a flare, and so I'm kind of still in recovery mode, but better than I was last week. So, um, so with those issues coming back, so that's like a little bummer for me, because I was like, 5 years of having that, and then it was going away. I didn't have no pain. I was able to use my arms a little bit better, and then having a flare and coming out of the hospital, and this being flared up again is a kick in the pants. But hopefully I'm going to start working tonight doing those lymphatic exercises, and to see what happens in a couple weeks. It didn't move fast last time, but I think it did help, and the swelling started going down. I had never did those exercises ever in my life. Since I've been diagnosed 5 years ago with the MS, I've never had a reason to look up the lymphatic, until, I was getting no answers. And I said, you know what? I need to be proactive, like I am with everything else. Sometimes this part of me just got put off because I got so used to it. I mean, someone with a chronic illness, probably, as for myself and just family members and friends who have illnesses too, it's kind of prone that we don't feel good. So every day that we don't feel good, we just kind of, we keep it moving. So we forget sometimes that we're bothered, but it's there every day. Now, and this is funny and crazy. And sometimes that I would be like, "Ooh, I feel really good today. What's wrong with me?" Has anybody ever did that? Been like, you have a chronic illness, but then you have a very good day where you feeling like $1 million, and then you question yourself and you get kind of panicked, like, "Oh shit, I feel what's going on? I feel really, really good." Um, I've had those days, um, not as frequently as I would like, but yes, I've you know had those days, and I'm sure everybody has that moment, with the illness, especially chronic, has that. Only if we could have just more days in between those bad days, just to give our body and mind some rest, you know? Um, so that's one thing that I wanted to share with you guys, and to see if anybody else in my warriors experience swelling. Um, for my age and my illness, I don't swell anywhere else. My fingers sometimes swell a little bit on my left side. Hi, son. And so, and just to let everybody know again, because I see more people coming in. I don't know what I've done to my screen, guys, but I can't see the comments on. Yes, I do. There I am. Hey, I'm a computer tech, guys. So, but everybody else's comments are gone over there. I did something, guys, and I couldn't see people's comments. And I don't know if I messed things up or got any better, but I'll see the next time somebody posts something. But hi, son. But I lost that train of thought, but I'm going to move on anyway. Enough of the lymphatic. So if you guys catch my drift, oh, I know what I was saying. If any of you warriors experience swelling, please let me know in the comments, or even on my page. We could have my YouTube channel. You could even post it there. And let me know what you've went through, how you're affected, and what possibly you think that is causing your swelling. Like I was saying, for my age and the disease, I don't swell anywhere else. My fingers a little bit in the morning, or my hands tell a tale about me. When my MS is acting up, my hands get puffy, but I don't swell around the ankles. I got little skinny ankles. My legs don't swell. So I don't think it's any lymphedema. I've researched that. And lymphedema usually is when one of your limbs swell, and that's lymphatic, but in my case, it's upper. Who knows, guys, but that's just me, and what I'm saying about me and what's going on with me and what I've done and what I notice works and what's not working. And yes, by any means, what I'm saying tonight here on the podcast, I'm not a doctor, and I'm not giving you this advice. This is solely off what that I'm experiencing and what I'm doing. Trying to see if I can get an answer, whether if I can find the answer on my own, or through medically, definitely. And I suggest you guys to I never, for me, I can never settle with I don't know answer, and nobody should have to. Warriors, if you guys aren't getting the answers that you're looking for, or it's not comfortable to your liking, that you can't just accept it, I don't know, always get a second opinion. Talk to someone in the medical field, and get some answers. That's what I am looking for, and I'm going to be diligent on that over these next couple of weeks. Back to coming out of this flare. Okay, so go ahead.
Real quick. We need to pause for our sponsor. And while that's going on, everybody out there, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Even if you're subscribed to the Kesimpta channel, join mine.
My MS journey on Kesimpta.
Yeah, if you're subscribed to that channel, please subscribe to Shit Talking Sundays YouTube channel as well, so that I know that at least I'm reaching out, and I'm this is making a difference.
Exactly. So we need you guys to share. The more you guys share, the more it reaches. That's the whole purpose why AG is doing what he's doing. is to reach warriors like us and give them a platform to share, compare, and support. Not everybody has that behind them. And this is why I'm choosing to do this. And I put my life out here, everything I've spoke about, my love life, incontinence, everything. I give it to you guys in the raw. Some days you guys see me, my hair's not done. I've done 2 podcasts from my bed. It's just to be there and to let people know you guys aren't alone. I'm just like you. We may suffer in different levels, but we still suffer from the same disease. And AG's platform is the perfect platform. He's giving us that platform to share. So it's so important for me, you guys, and yourselves to please share and like. And that means we could reach more warriors like ourselves. And strength comes in numbers. I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not. There's so many of us warriors out there, and just the 100 that I made on my YouTube channel makes it feel like a million.
Sorry about that. Slip of the finger. Slip of the finger.
That was the commercial.
Yeah, that. Thanks to our sponsors for chiming in. I guess we ran over a little bit, so there you
Right?
go. But back to your regular scheduled programming. Every day,
Okay,
Chicago
AG,
Sundays.
please do me a favor while I'm while I'm talking. Can you get to some comments if there is? I see Liz D, and there's nothing there. It just says I, but I see nobody else's. So, and I don't want to go without acknowledging our
Yeah.
warriors tonight in questions.
Nobody else has commented after Liz.
Okay.
And the big long series of comments that you had was somebody that was trolling the.
Okay.
I think he was just saying different random stuff.
Okay.
So
And I see my son popped on and he said hey to me and
yeah.
you.
Hey, hey, hey.
Stephanie was on. Is anybody else on? Josh was on. I can't.
There's still 3 people on there.
Okay. So,
that are
sorry
trying to
guys.
find out more. Yeah.
Sorry guys, I can't see you guys to the right. I don't know what AG has done to my screen.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing.
So, but anyways, I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. I so appreciate you supporting your girl. I really do. So on top of the flare, on top of the Solumedrol side effects, and damn, when I was going through that, I was like, when going into the hospital, I was like, okay, Solumedrol, it's a mild flare. Ooh, I'm gonna be skipping up out of here, and my healing time is gonna be cut in half because it's not a relapse. And man, someone should have told me. I should have told my damn self, but oh my God, those side effects. Yeah, I forgot about those. Yeah, I really did. But of course, the positive outweighs the negative. I have felt worse on Solumedrol. 3 days this time was rough. Damn, it was rough. But the 5 day, man, it's a kicker. It is. And I know you guys can relate, my warriors out there. It's hard on the body and the mind. Oh my God. But the positive outweighs the negative. And I think rolling with the flare, my injection was just a couple days after I got out of the hospital, like 2 or 3. And I think I put it off 1 or 2 because I was feeling so bad and I just didn't want to add insult to injury. So I held off by 2 days. But once I did my Kesimpta injection, it kind of zapped me, gave me a little zap. And I think that helped pull me up and away from the flare. Honestly, I believe it helped the flare get gone, so, but um on top of all that, of course, I'm about 3 weeks post hospital. I have been having stomach pains. Now, Don't know what it is. I relate this to MS because it comes and goes every couple of months. I have like this flare, and um it kind of maybe goes hand in hand right now, of course, and it just feels like a vice grip. Stomach, I can't eat. I can eat, but it hurts to eat. Feel real nauseous if I eat heavy things. The more it hurts, and I get kind of worried and scared because I had a blood clot in my spleen a couple 3 years back on a relapse on prednisone, though 44 pills a day of prednisone. I could have swore that they were trying to kill me. I felt like I was being poisoned. Even my pharmacist didn't want to fill the prescription because they were like, this is unheard of. Well, they checked with the and actually it was a, a surgeon at the hospital, and they okayed it. But yeah, I felt like I was being poisoned, and during that time taking that, I had to be rushed to the hospital, and I ended up having a blood clot in my spleen. But anywho, so anytime that I get this stomach flare, that it just hurts, and it hurts me for usually about 4 days. I'm like 5 or 6 days now, and just a pain, and it runs across kind of my belly button, and um I've had tests, CT scans on my belly. There's never nothing there. So I'm kind of relating this maybe to MS, but I mean, on top of coming out of the flare, then I get this stomach thing, and the easier that I could be on my stomach is to eat broth, soup, thin foods, um, oatmeals, some grits, soft eggs, not scrambled soft eggs. Yeah, not the other kind. I'd probably vomit just trying to take those in at that point. So that's what I'm going through right now. And anytime, and this is a little funny, you guys, but my stomach is a crybaby because anytime I get a little something with my stomach, it knocks me down like I've been hit with a sledgehammer, and it's not even like the flu or food poisoning, something like that. But this thing flare with my stomach issue, um, it makes me so tired when it gets to hurting. Yeah, I have to go lay down, and I'm like, oh Lord, please don't let this be, you know, uh, a second blood clot, and but um yeah, so I'm going through that right now with coming off this flare. So guys, if it isn't one thing, it's another, right? When it rains, it pours. So I'm hoping this will subside in a couple days. I'm not giving myself crazy foods because that seems to agitate it even more, and I'm trying to, whatever it is, pass. So light foods, that type of thing. So yeah. So send some good vibes my way, guys, and this be done and over with, and flare too. So with all that, um, this month, April, would have been a year that I was hospital free. And I quite didn't make it, guys. I didn't make it. But the good news out of that was no new lesions. It's just a flare. I'm trying to get this light out of my eyes, guys, because if I see I just have white rings in my eyes, that's probably what you guys are seeing as well. Oh God, that just made it worse. But so yeah. Um, so with having a flare, hopefully I'm done for another year. Done. It came, it went. I handled it. It's done. It's out the window. So let's just hope that I won't see another one during this year. Kesimpta is doing its job, thank God, and I pray all you warriors out there, whatever DMT you're on, even and a lot of my warriors that are here and on my page, you guys are Kesimpta warriors as well. And I'm hoping that we have many many years um, with a high success rate on the Kesimpta. Um, that's what we pray for, and that's what it's all about, is finding that right DMT, disease modifying treatment, that does right by your body so you can stay on it, and it stops the progression of your multiple sclerosis. That's all we ask for. And it's a big step, and it's a big process of teaching yourself and being able to make that decision. And it's a big decision, because once you start to research the medications that are out there, I was frightened. I was so scared. I didn't want to be on there. Hey, Liz. Yes, Warrior, you too. That's all we can do is push forward and make the most out of the cards we're dealt. The more support you have, the more education. Education is key, guys, with this illness, because the more you learn the about it, you will learn and teach yourself ways to deal with it where it doesn't have to be so detrimental. Okay? I've learned this, and I'm still learning, but this is the easiest. The more that I've educated myself, the easier it seems to handle multiple sclerosis everyday life. Okay? Sometimes you have to sit it down, and it's vital. You have when you are going through, when you don't feel good and you're going through or relapse or flare, warriors, cut everything off and heal. And it's rough, I know, and a lot of people don't have the support at home to take care of things and stuff like that, but that's what your body needs, is to get in that healing recovery process. And that's what I've done when I've come home. And my family knows, and they know, if I'm not feeling well, I'm not going to be such a good host, and they know that. They don't expect any of that anyway. They come and sit with me on my bed. My son knows, my granddaughter that's here. So they all know, that, and that I need to sleep. The best medicine for me when I don't feel good or the flare is sleep. It is, and it's probably, you guys probably know the feeling, and sometimes it's hard to stay awake. For us just to go through that is like, it's like another world. That's how I can put it, because my life here with my family, my son, my grandkids, Larry, that's one life. And even though I'm in MS in that life with them, but when I have a flare or a relapse, or I'm just sick, things are acting up, I have to. I remove myself from that life. And it seems like it's almost necessary to, because when I'm okay, you know, I'm grandma this, I'm doing this and paying attention to this, and the whole nine, going to the flea market, even though I'm rolling in my wheels. But um those are feel good days, moments, that I have. And once I'm sick and not feeling well, I know the only way to come up out of it is to give my body rest and sleep, hydration, and good food. Good food, not bad food. I'm learning that. And um, right now with the stomach issue came a perfect time, because the flare and everything being back to back, I said, you know what, warrior, you're slipping. I hope you enjoyed. Now, this is me talking to myself. I said, warrior, I hope you enjoyed that chocolate you just had 2 nights ago. You enjoyed caramel popcorn. You've enjoyed boba, Starbucks, and I was on a roll. That's probably what threw my little butt in the hospital because I had too much sugar. And that could have been the reason, guys. And I said this at home too. I said, you know what? And before I did that, I said, you know what? I'm gonna splurge. And I kept thinking, ooh, let me see what this is gonna lead to. You guys know, no BS. It threw me in the hospital. Is it possible? I think so. I know how my body feels with chocolate, and I steer clear of chocolate. I do have chocolate here and there. I don't eat candy bar chocolate because I will be in a flare for the rest of my days if I continue eating chocolate, in which I had learned that the first 2, 3 years of my diagnosis, and I stopped eating chocolate bar. I could have chocolate cake, I could have Starbucks, um, stuff like that. I guess baked in the way it's processed, but something about candy bar chocolate is my enemy. I lose my legs about 3, 4 days later. I'm just so weak. I can't hardly stand up. Legs feel like wet noodles. I'm so fatigued. And this is a different fatigue up, up over the MS fatigue. So you warriors may know too, something that you eat may not strike your body right. You may feel a difference, with carbohydrates, sugar, caffeine. Those are all inflammatory foods. Inflammation is what causes our signals to get lost from brain to body from the um the lesions. When you have a lesion, the inflammation, food that we put on, or stress or heat, that basically irritates that lesion and causes mixed signals. That's when our body starts to act up. And that, of course, we don't want that. We try. Thank you, honey bun a bunch. I know you are. I need AG to move this little thing off the screen so I see you guys now, but something's blocking the view halfway. Liz, I would love to read this comment. I said, it says, do you have a, and then, yay, that's gone. Caretaker. I do. I do. Um, I can't lift uh heavy things. I can't lift my arms up too much all the time because of weakness, the swelling. I can't, I would say sometimes, yeah, on good days, I bathe with a bath chair. Um, I have gotten all the home health aids now. Before I had those, Liz, I couldn't sit down in the bathtub normally. I would fall back. I couldn't get out because my left side is so weak and I was afraid of falling. I don't drive um, due to just not feeling, you know, 100% sure of myself. Good days, I'll drive right up the street and come back from Starbucks and back. But um, other than that, that's really it. I don't feel well every day to trust myself behind the wheel every day, to just drive around and do, things. And I don't have the energy when I do drive. And you have to pay attention and your coordination and all that. For me, it zonks me. That's a lot of attention, a lot of energy it takes to drive. You don't think so because you're sitting down, but the movement, the eye movement, the brain control, the awareness and stuff, it's a bummer for me. Um I miss driving myself to the stores to go shopping. I'm sure just like anybody else. And so now I'm a internet shopper. Like, I'm just everything internet. I buy everything that I need for my house, I buy off the internet now. I don't even go when I do go to the grocery store and I have a an electric scooter I use when I go to the grocery store because I can't walk it. I get too fatigued, and then the fatigue in my chest gets overwhelming, and I feel like I'm gonna throw up, pass out, So those things really help. They really, really, really do. At first, when I was diagnosed, and shortly after, my doctor said, "Are you, ready, for a manual wheelchair?" And I looked at him, and I was like, "No, no, I don't see myself in one of those." And I was in denial, And then he said, "Okay, well, when you're ready, I'll, gladly, prescribe one." Well, on a relapse, I had lost my legs and I had to go through physical therapy, and that's when I said, "You know what? I am going to need that." Because I did without, and I was missing out on a lot of things with my family because I just couldn't, um, I couldn't do that anymore. And sorry. So, um, I had to come to terms, with it. In another situation, I had went into the hospital on a relapse, and I couldn't walk. And my one of my boys, said, you need a chair to where you can electric, electric, so nobody has to push you. You could be independent. So you could still feel independent. So I got the chair, and I ride it everywhere, and it's not so bad. I would think, I don't want to be in a chair. What my life would be like in a chair. But um it didn't change. People still love me, my family still loves me. And that's all that matters. It's made me more independent. um I just went to the auction, the flea market, with my family last weekend before, and I'm able to do that. I go to the casino. If I didn't have that chair, somebody would have to wheel me in my manual wheelchair. I fly around, and others like me, we toot our horns at each other. They give me thumbs up. They conversate with me. "Oh, how many miles does yours get?" And when, just in life, period, I don't know if anybody else has said that, maybe, or thought to themselves, seeing someone, in a wheelchair, you think, "Man, you know, I hope that never happens to me." you know but it's made me more independent. It's made me be able to go places that I wasn't going anymore because of, sorry y'all, I'm a crybaby. um
It's all good. Take your time. I was trying to get back in. I got locked out. I had to restart. As
hey,
soon as you
something
started
about
crying, I tried to get in. I was like, oh my God, I can't get in. Well, sorry. But yeah,
it's
take your
okay.
time.
It's okay. Just some, with anybody, things, when things happen in their life, like such as illness, or you see someone you care about, that happening to them, it's an emotional thing, you know,
hmm
period. But it's a good thing. And because so many feelings come with um this kind of illness, and the things that you have to use, at home, even at home, so
hmm
it's rough on someone emotionally, because the stigmas too, growing up, and we always used to think, we never played in wheelchairs because we thought it'd be bad luck. If
Hmm.
I play in a wheelchair as a kid, that's putting bad karma on me. I'm going to be in a wheelchair, early on. Something was going to happen to me, and stuff like that. But it has gotten real. Like, I wasn't even able to bathe myself. That's as real as it gets. So this disease could put you in some vulnerable situations, very, very vulnerable. And this is where family, your support, your loved ones is really, um, your backbone, and you gotta be strong. You gotta get out of that and come out of it, and know your purpose. And
Hmm.
that's why I say education is so key with this disease, because you could live with it. Is it going to be rough? You may have rough times, and you may have better days. But at the
Hmm.
same time, there's things that I've learned that helps the body deal with certain stuff. Like, we have to avoid heat, and things that trigger inflammation, foods and stuff like that. So there's things, that can change things on a day for day. And now I'm going to stop crying and being a crybaby. I'm getting up this emotional ride, guys. But back to the topic, where with the stomach thing, I wasn't able to actually answer all the questions, AG,
Hmm.
on the side. If you could just some, if
Um, I can't go back because when I had to reset to come back in,
it just
that
okay.
got reset.
Okay. And
But
for some reason, I'm not seeing the screen looks back normal,
uh,
but I see no messages now. I seen
yeah,
Steph and
nobody
Liz.
has wrote any messages since
Anything else?
then.
Okay. And I'm sorry, guys, and I think that's me because I did something and I wasn't able to see. I only seen half of the comments, so I'm not able to answer anything. But you guys, please, somebody write me a comment right now and let me see if I can see it while I continue talking. But um and actually, I'm not seeing nothing tonight down at the bottom of my screen. It's just totally me and you. It's different than normal. But anyway, um, because of the stomach issue, it came right on time, kind of, because coming out of, okay, I see you now, Liz. Please ask me the questions now that I can see you full screen. If you've said something to me, I do not want to bypass your comments. So please ask me again.
And
um,
if you miss it after the show, you can go back and check out the comments and then maybe answer it in a future podcast.
right,
Worst
right.
case scenario. But yeah,
Yeah,
today has been a weird, with this
yeah,
this war, not to get off subject, but with this war, it has
yeah.
changed a lot of things. I mean, just connecting with a bunch of I mean, me being
Yeah,
half Asian, I have family members
family,
that are in
right.
the Asian countries, and to reach out to be able to talk to them and communicate with them um, has been a little bit of a challenge.
I bet it's scary. It's scary
Yeah.
for a lot of families, a lot of people. Um,
But
it whew,
let's keep to
yeah,
the lecture at hand.
yeah, yeah, because yeah, that's I can talk for hours about that situation too. As I listen to CNN all day long and blah blah blah, and just the thing in New York right now, guys. What is going on with our peoples? Like, really, like AG said, let's stick to what's at hand tonight, the podcast. So let me get back to what I was saying. So, with this stomach thing that I'm going through, and the not relapse, God forbid, the flare, it came kind of right on time. And because I was saying, I've got to change the way that I'm eating again. I did it before, I got off track, and I need to get back on track. And excuse me, and I feel better when I eat better, and that lets me do more, right? If you feel better, the MS seems to be in control. You're going to be able to be more active, that type of thing. Feeling better is, all I ask for. I'm not asking, um, to go out and run marathons. Oh, I would just love to even do an MS walk. Liz says, "You're so brave and very inspiring. Thank you so much. You're doing good." Thank you, Liz. I appreciate your warm comments. I really do. Um, and I hope you're feeling great today, as I know, not feeling well, and just when things just seem not to be going the right way, it could be challenging. Stephanie says, "Don't cry, you're making me cry." I try not to, but this is my life, my story, you know. And certain things I talk about is emotional for me, but I give you guys me. If I didn't cry, I wouldn't be giving you me. I'd be hiding it. And there's nothing to hide. I give you guys the real deal. So,
Yeah. That's why even when you're not feeling good and you're feeling like shit talking Sundays, I uh I make you come on here because people need to see the good, the bad,
and
and the
the
everyday shit
ugly.
talking
Yeah.
Sunday. So,
Yes.
you
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
when you say emotional, I truly understand what you're saying because like maybe some of you know or don't know, uh, still going through a concussion myself,
Right.
and that in itself had some very scary moments. But my daughter, one of my daughters she's autistic,
I have a
and
granddaughter who's autistic.
right on, and she had a seizure. And
Uh-oh.
when she had a seizure, it was the first time that we experienced it, so it kind of caught us off guard.
Wow.
And when she came out of it, you know, they're so fatigued that they pass out. But when
Mm,
she went limp, me and her mom thought she died.
scary.
And, you know, just reliving that in my mind sometimes triggers emotion. So, just
Right.
understand everybody goes through and it just shows and goes to tell you and prove that it's okay. You know,
It is.
sometimes when people say, "Man, keep your head up, keep your head up." Sometimes being that strong takes a lot of energy. So sometimes it's okay to put your head down for a second and
Yeah.
recoup, you
Right.
know, and recover. So don't let anything or anyone make you feel like you less than something. And don't mind the little howling and stuff. I got a little mascot I just added to the shit talking Sunday thing only because I needed to find something that talked more shit than a husky because they say huskies are very vocal, but no, this dog I got, he is very vocal.
Oh,
Come here, Django. Over here, over here. See, this is Django, everybody, and yeah,
yeah,
he's only
he's
5 months
cute.
old, but yeah,
He's gonna
he's crazy. But anyway,
he's
go
gonna be
back over
big.
there.
And
Yeah, but anyway, get back to what you're saying. Go ahead.
to what you were saying about being emotional and being strong, it's okay. Even for men, it's okay to be emotional. The strong part is you're not weak because you have an emotional side or you show vulnerability in being emotional. It's how you deal with the reasons that are making you or you become vulnerable or emotional. That's where the strength comes in. If you sit and do nothing and you let that consume you, just take you, and you don't fight and give it your all, no matter what it is. It could be anything. Of course, with our illness, I'm going to speak on MS. No, I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight. I may cry. I may swipe everything off my dresser. I may throw something across the room, but I'll be damned. I'm not going to lay down, and I'm not going to let it consume me like that. No. Um MS has taken me before into a very vulnerable, ugly state to where on a relapse, and I've shared this with you warriors before, and it comes back, of course, in conversations. And I think about that time I felt so sick, you guys, I wanted to die. And I'm not liking lying. I would never want to leave my kids. But when you're in that state, I was in the hospital. You know, hospital, I was way up there. Those windows don't open. And thank God that they don't open, because it was maybe 2 years into my disease, and it was a bad one. And maybe 3 years, 2, 3 years, whatever. And I was hurting. I was hurting and I didn't want to endure it anymore. And I wanted to leave because I wanted to get away from that. And I knew I had to go through it. There was no other option. I had to go through it. I didn't want to anymore. I've been there. First time ever in my life. I'm a tough cookie. Anybody who knows me knows I'm a tough cookie. That, I had no toughness in me that day. Now, that will never come across my mind again, because I have a different mindset, an arsenal of a mentality to where I'm going to live with MS, but I'm not going to let MS live me. That's just that. That's just that. I have changed my mindset, and not to let the bad times, the flares and everything consume me, but give my body, give a mess what it needs to get me out of it. And that's what works for me. Um, with that being said, guys, it's okay to be vulnerable. Um, when you come out of it, be strong, use what you know, use your education about this disease to give you every fighting tool that you need, whether it be friends, food, support groups, my channel. Hey, MS Warrior here. I'm always here for you guys. Whatever it is to give you that arsenal to be strong. Strength comes in numbers. It could be the slightest little thing of a conversation with somebody like you who endures, who knows what you go through, in which that is somebody that's suffering from a chronic illness. I know it makes a difference, because talking to you guys, the warriors, I have a couple of warriors who are in a relapse, and just conversating, how are you? Is the medicine working? Yes, it gives people hope. It gives people hope, and to know you're not alone. I know I'm not alone. And like I say, and I say all the time, strength comes in numbers. That's why um that's why I'm right now on this platform, across many platforms, um being vulnerable, because this is real life, and it will reach someone else across the nation, that they could say, this person right here, I know how she's feeling, and I feel the same way. I am not alone. That that they know somebody else is going through the same thing with them, and there's hope. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. Always. If you believe in that, do what you need to do to get your arsenal together, and be prepared for when these situations arise with your journey with MS. Get your support group together. I'm here. I'm one of them. You know, um, talk about things. Be vulnerable, because that's what being real is. And if you're going through it, if people don't know what you're going through, they can't be there to support you in the way that you need to be supported. I know I need to be supported in many different ways with this MS, not just Hey, can you go do the dishes for me because I really can't get up and stand right now? No, I'm talking emotionally. I need my partner and people around me and my family to know I'm hurting. I'm hurting today. I can't make it, or I just need to talk about me, this disease, because it's lifelong, and this is every day. We don't us warriors, as you guys know, we can't put this disease in a box and close it up until uh, next spring. Or how people say, "Oh, Christmas is coming. I dread Christmas because blah 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 blah." Whatever their situation is, we don't have that option to put things or say, "Oh, MS is coming. I don't want to look forward to it. I don't look forward to it." This is something that we, people with chronic, and not just with multiple sclerosis, with a lot of other chronic illnesses, um, we don't have that option. This is something that we have to deal with on a daily. Certain things may make you feel better, is more comforting and stuff. I have a little dog. She's like 10, 11 years old. My little mini pinscher chihuahua mix, and we rescued her. She stays by my hip, and um that's my comfort too. And because me and her are so tight, and she stays with me in the bed totally every day, all day. But when I am not feeling well, I feel a sense of comfort from her. And the way she looks at me is only like if she understands mom don't feel good. She looks at me different. So whatever it is, you find that comfort in whatever it is. I get a lot of comfort from talking to my son. He gives me strength. So you guys find your strength too. And I know you guys have your strengths, your support systems, family, friends, loved ones, boyfriend, girlfriends, animals, whatever it is. Friends, I have a best friend that is has and always will have my back. And you know who you are. And I know you love me unconditionally, and I love you. So, um, stomach issue flare. I'm still on my medications. I didn't stop anything. Um, w- I'm gonna keep you guys about five more minutes, and that's it. I want to finish this out about with the stomach thing and eating. Have it at the right time. I've given up sodas, guys. I did this before, and I only was drinking soda once a week. So Friday is going to be my cheat day. I've given up. It's been 2, 3 days already. And I have my water right here, and I'm thirsty, but I'm too busy running my mouth, chit chatting. But um, so I've made some changes again. I've started my diet. It's not so much a diet. I just say diet because it's easy to say. I'm not eating um everything that I used to eat or was eating. I love burgers, french fries. Friday's my cheat day. I'm not giving up my life, for um, MS, but I'm controlling my MS. Does that make sense? So, sugars, I was not really a big candy eater, sugar eater anyway, but of course I like chocolate chip cookies, a hot chocolate chip cookie. So everybody has their likes and stuff, but what I do find out, guys, I feel better when I eat better. Okay. With having this flare real quick, of course, we always say, you know, oh God, this just happened to me. I need to do better. Hey, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. So hey, don't judge me, right? I won't judge you. Don't judge me. But I've did my smoothie today already with flaxseed meal in it. That is a really good um uh natural thing that we need inside our body, and it controls a lot of stuff with our regulating sugars and our platelet counts and stuff like that. Flaxseed meal is the go-to, just like the chia seeds. So I'm back incorporating. Last Tuesday, I showed you guys my quart of bone broth. I drank it this morning, and I showed it on screen to show, hey, this warrior isn't BS, and I really do what I say I'm doing. So yesterday, chicken salad for dinner. Today I will be having another chicken salad and stuff. So if you guys, please pay attention to your body. Just saying that food affects me. Does it affect you? If you don't know, just give yourself pay a little bit attention to your body after you've eaten something. And if you start to feel not off kilter or not so good, try it again and see what happens, because inflammation, foods cause inflammation. Inflammation is our nightmare, as you guys know. You guys, warriors who have MS and other chronic illnesses too, inflammation causes your body to go out of whack and all that bad stuff. So I'm on a healthy kick. So I'm going to read Crystal Seymour's comment real quick, if you guys don't mind. She says, I can relate so much. I've been recently diagnosed myself. I'm sorry to hear that, Crystal. I really am, and I'll keep you in my thoughts. I have a channel on YouTube which is called My MS Journey on Kesimpta. Please, if you would like, it's free to subscribe. There, I post videos of my journey on Kesimpta and my injections there as well. I have over 100 videos thus far on there, and I've been on there a year. And you can conversate with me back and forth. I welcome conversation. That's why I do what I'm doing, and my channels here is for share, compare, and support. And also, I have, and my grand dog in the background is just hollering. Her name is Mumu. It's my grandbaby dog, and she's just like having a fit. Also on Facebook, you guys, I have another channel, Facebook page. It's called I'm Living with Multiple Sclerosis. Okay, that's my very first page when I was diagnosed. But there too, you could conversate with me. But the one that you'll get the most usage out of, and the most awareness and the real deal with me is the one on YouTube, my journey on Kesimpta, and that's where I promote the most. There, you'll see me the most and conversate with me back and forth. Thank you so much, Crystal, for the warm comment about me being inspiring. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I hope to see you there, and I will keep in touch with you too, Crystal, there. If I'm an open book, if you have any question about my journey on MS, what I've been through, what medications I've been on, anything that you need help, your next step, what doctor should you see, a MS specialist or a neurologist? Those things. And Crystal, education is key. Educate yourself with everything MS, including medications. Research them all. It'll help you be more content with your decisions. Nothing with MS, with you making a decision, should be a 50-50. If you have two things on the table and you're saying, oh, I'm 50-50, I'm torn, I can't make up my mind, research further, because it should be 75-25. And that way you can live with this decision that whatever medication that you're choosing, you are prepared to do and be involved with the testing and the work that you have to do, and you have to accept, and you have to be vulnerable to in the long run with the medications. And what if it doesn't work? Don't choose one that could be later down the road. If there's one now in between, make sure you know which medicines are older years ago that they came out with, and what's newer. Do the research so you know the comparisons. Um, and it'll take away from the fright too. The more you become aware of multiple sclerosis and its medications, um, you'll be more accepting, and it give you some confirmation that you'll get through it. There's help, there's support, and there's treatment. Okay. Um, okay, guys. I think I cried enough on here tonight, and I hope that I gave you guys enough info today about myself. Usually I come on with a specific theme, but just today, after and going through and everything crammed all in the last 3 weeks, well, since last Tuesday too, it was just a lot being said about different things that I'm going through, the stomach, the flare. Um, so I gave you little bits and pieces of the emotional side of me when I have to talk about being in a wheelchair and stuff like that. I'm sure, for a lot of us, it is, emotional thing. So I look forward to speaking with everybody and seeing their comments maybe later on, and I will try and get to you guys with the comments. I really missed that tonight, conversating with everybody. And don't forget, like, it's free to do so. Share, it's free to do so. Subscribe, it's free. And guess what, guys? You guys are already here right now. Get them fingers moving. Hey, let me see. Where are them fingers? Do I see them pressing buttons? Okay, guys, press those buttons. Share, share, share. Spread the love, spread the awareness. Let's reach as many warriors as we can. There's so many of us that don't have the support, guys, that don't know where to go to be vulnerable. It's hard. It really is. It's hard. And Liz, take care, sweetie. I hope to see you on the page, and be well, be good to yourself. Um, and I always say this, guys, if you don't take care of you, who will?
Nobody else will. Right.
And
Well,
and and you're important. You're important. Take care of you. And at any time, if anybody needs my support, you could always reach out to AG or need his support. You guys have the information, his channel, my channel, and we're here. That's the whole message that we give to you guys here on our podcast. We do this for support, spread the love, spread the awareness. And on that note, I'm gonna say good night, but I have one more thing to say. This guys, this wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for AG the dad. Okay, this man gave me an opportunity because he felt my story. Okay, um, and not too many people are given that opportunity. And um, I knew at that point that was a sign that I needed to be the one to do more. And in with me putting that commitment on my back has made me be able to deal with multiple sclerosis in a different light. I'm here to give you my experiences. I'm just not here living multiple sclerosis anymore. I have a purpose. Good night, Crystal. I have a purpose, but if it wasn't for shit talking Sundays, and the man behind it is AG the dad.
you're welcome.
And so thank you, thank you, thank you. And anybody out there, you can, if you have anything to say, or you want to be a part of, or you are a part of, and you want to share and reach a community, AG is your dad, your guy. AG the dad is your guy. Hit him up. His platform is awesome. he has church service on Sundays. He's got a fitness guru that is on Wednesdays, fitness tip of the week, and of course yours truly.
Mhm.
So definitely if you're looking for a platform that is legit and you have a purpose or want to reach a spectrum, you have something to say. Um, Shit Talking Sundays.
Mhm.
There it
Yeah,
is.
for
Hit
sure.
them
Reach
up.
out to me. Reach out to me. I'm
Definitely.
definitely open to hear people's stories, and maybe we can talk about it on a podcast that may turn into a show if you're committed to doing it.
Exactly.
Um, Thanks for all that and the
Exactly.
endorsements. Yeah, we're
Yes, yes,
running
yes.
really long today,
Yes.
so
Sorry, guys.
no, you're all good. Thanks for sharing your story. Maybe what you could do is maybe show somebody what 24 full hours of what it's like to go through MS. Like maybe when you wake up, every hour on the hour, say, hey, this is your MS warrior, and it's
Right.
7
Hey,
a.m. and this is what it's like at 7 a.m. This is what I'm feeling like. And maybe you could do that every hour for, you know,
okay.
for a day, and maybe we can air it here and some people can truly, truly see what a warrior's journey is. But don't do it
Right.
on a good day. Do it on a
Okay.
day when you wake up going, man, I really don't feel like doing this shit.
Right.
And hopefully you have somebody there that can hold the camera for you
Yeah.
and do it. Or I'm willing to commit. You call me on the hour every hour and we'll record something. Maybe not put
Okay.
it out live, but we'll record something so that we could put it on, and broadcast it.
Definitely. Yeah,
So
I'm down.
everybody stay tuned for
Yeah,
that.
I'm down
Um,
for that. That sounds like a challenge.
hey, I'm always trying to make sure that you guys have all the information you can get.
Yes.
Please,
Love
like I
you,
said,
Steph.
I really can't stress enough. Even though you're subscribed to her Kasimta channel, please subscribe to this channel too, so that I
Exactly.
know it's making a difference.
Right.
Because if I'm not noticing that subscribers are changing, not that this is costing me any financially, it's just more so it's costing me my time, or maybe you shit talking Sunday fans out there don't really care enough about wanting to hear this and you want to hear something else. So
Right.
right now it's not critical because my schedule is a little bit full, less full at the moment, but at
Right.
least give her an opportunity to be the front runner.
Right. So if this is how we'll say this from here on out. If you like hearing the content of your warrior, like, subscribe. Shit Talking Sundays, because without his platform, your warrior wouldn't be on the podcast. I wouldn't have a podcast, period.
I
And I
would
do
truly
this.
appreciate it, but that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that I want you solely to myself. I just want to get on as many different uh in front of as many different people as I can to just spread the word of positive vibes. My church service, initially everything with Shit Talking Sunday started. Um, Initially it was going to be a bunch of fellas just sitting back talking shit to each other about football.
Mm,
And the Most High evolved it into uh, a name at first that gets your attention, and then on Sundays for sure at 9:30 every Sunday we have morning service with Pastor Phil in Calvary Christian Center in Sacramento. On Tuesdays at 6 o'clock we have the MS Warrior in the light of a warrior. She tells you her MS journey. And on Wednesdays at 6:30 we have fitness tip of the week with a certified fitness instructor, giving you health tips to keep you healthy and live long on this earth. So for me,
right.
I truly don't want shit talking to be negative. It doesn't have to be synonymous with negativity. Because
Hmm.
if you hit the lottery, like I always say, first thing you're gonna do is call somebody. It might not be your mama, your daddy, your best friend, but you're gonna
Hmm.
call and tell somebody, even if it's
Yeah.
calling somebody to say, fuck off, I just won the lottery.
Right.
So, I don't know if that was a good example of positivity, but you're gonna talk shit. I mean, I guess if you hate your job, it would be positive, like, bitch, I'm out.
Yeah.
Peace.
There's
So
there's different there's different
different levels of
levels. Yeah. And it's all positivity. Everyone knows that,
right.
at this point that's chimes in. So,
But
yes,
yeah. All right.
exactly. So good night, everybody. We'll see you back here Tuesday. You'll see me during the week though. So
Yes, if you go over to her YouTube channel, my MS, I mean, yeah,
yeah,
my
my
MS
MS
journey on
journey on
Concepta
Casimta.
on YouTube. You could follow her throughout the week. Here, once a week, you see us doing our thing and trying to get this message out. All right. Uh,
Exactly. AG, I can't thank you enough.
no
Have a good
problem. No
evening.
problem. Yep. Yep.
Take it
Yep.
easy. We'll be in touch.
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty.
Everybody out there, thanks again for tuning in. I'm your host, AG the Dad. This has been In the Light of a Warrior with the MS Warrior. And, man, keep your vision positive and try to do positive things for people because you just never know what somebody's going through day to day. Sometimes people put on a face of greatness and really they're really suffering. All right. So, with that being said, stay blessed, everybody. I'm AG the Dad. Peace.